Well, good morning again. Sorry about this. I'm just on my way back to the shop. I just picked up some new injectors for my truck because I have a failed number 4 injector. And now I'm heading home. I'm going to get a ride back to the truck and start working on that. So stay tuned. I can see why people get pissed at the 6 liters because every time you got to bring it into the shop, it costs some money. But I'm pretty fortunate that I have connections where I can get decent price parts, and I can do it all myself for the most part. And if I do need any help, I do have a guru, my dad, to help me out. But anyways, yeah, we'll get this thing slammed out today. And we got to, because we're going camping next week, so I need this thing to be running tip-top. Anyways, that's it for now. Stay tuned. Alright. Gonna get started on this. So first thing I'm gonna do is disconnect both the batteries, pull off the air box, pull off the tubes that go to the turbo, pull off the water bottle, and then the ficum is under there, so that'll come out next after that. And then the valve cover, hopefully I should be able to get this done within a few hours. And then once the valve cover's off, the high pressure rail comes off, and then the injectors come out. So let's get started. All right. We have gotten to the point where the valve cover is ready to come off. I've taken everything off, and that's going to be next now. Remove all the hardware for the valve cover and pull that off. Here's all the parts stacked neatly. Okay, valve cover is off. Now I got to pull the rail off, and there's just these little screws. I believe there's 9 of them all the way around. First, standpipes and dummy plugs, then those, then the rail comes off. Then we'll swap the injectors. So it's actually coming along pretty quick. Pretty excited. My buddy just stopped by for a visit. I'll be riding soon. I'm looking for a bike. So here's our box of parts. We got a injector reseal kit and 8 new injectors that have been tested. They're somewhat slightly used, but they've all been tested, so these are the ones going in. All right, I have the high pressure rail loose. It's actually just sitting there draining of oil. I have pulled it off. I've taken all the bolts out of it. Once I get it out completely, I'm gonna have a look, but it looks to me like injectors number 2 has been replaced. Injector number 4, which is the bad one, looks like it's the original. Number 6 looks like it's been replaced. And 8 looks like the original. So this thing has 2 good injectors in it. But yeah, I'm doing all 4 anyways because I'm already here. And so I'm going to change all 4 of them with some new ones. Okay, next thing I gotta do is pull the clips off of the harness, unplug them, and then pop the harnesses through the head before I start loosening them, take them out. You should have these apart first, makes it a little bit easier. But I'm just gonna let this guy drain a little bit more, and then I'm gonna pull the high pressure rail off completely, put it aside, and then start pulling out the injectors. I'm gonna prep the new ones that are going in with some new O-rings, seals, and such. So, all right. All 4 of these injectors have been swapped out. They're all plugged back in. harness is plugged back in, torque down to 27 foot-pounds. That's what is called for. And I'm just gonna put the clips, the little retaining clips in the wiring harnesses over there. Then I'm gonna put the high pressure rail back on. Gotta be super careful with that, line it up proper, first go, don't get all wild on this. But first I'm gonna clean this all up and put it back together. So not too bad. I've been into it for about, what is it, 4 o'clock now, for about 2.5 hours, 3 hours almost. So getting close. Okay, rail's on. Just gotta get all the bolts in, torque them all down, 10 foot-pounds, and then the rest of the stuff, keep going. Okay, so I have installed the rail, torqued it all up, installed the dummy plug in the standpipes, torqued them as well, 60 foot-pounds. The rail is 10 foot-pounds. Now I'm ready to put the valve cover back on and dress it all back and try and start it. Might take a little bit, but hopefully it runs good. Mostly all back together. Just need the intake piping back now and we'll fire it up. So stay tuned for a startup. Well, I made it home, runs good. A lot better with some newer injectors in it. Anywho, I'll get to the other side another time, but they're okay for now. So at least I have them if I need them. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.